is gonna be very limited. Gonna be very interested to see how he makes her work. Let's see, who gets the last hit? Who's been playing more Dota? In the meantime, Archmage creeping over here, but the Warden still... It's gonna take a little while. Footman distracting, delaying this creep slightly, but it doesn't really matter because the Warden is here. What's she gonna do? Immediately onto the Archmage we go. Has the Ring of Protection, makes her a little bit more tanky, running right into a surround. Has to TP out right away. Oh man. Huge mistake. After like 2.5 minutes. Already. That's not a good start. Not a good start at all. Most likely means he's gonna be forced into the blink. Something that I should also mention. I think Yumiko is really good at finding these clutch surrounds. Way better than his counterparts of like Infi and TH, I feel. Wisp detonate coming in, but no water elemental here to get the experience, and of course, this is what she desperately needs. Warden, she thrives on that experience. Items are nice, like when you find a pen of energy and stuff, that's good and all, but experience, that's what she really needs. You know that fat shopkeeper, what is this by the way, from Dota? He asks in the cinematic, what does a hero truly need? For the Warden, it's definitely experience. He's tier 2. Wisp's probably gonna be here for the detonate. We have the invisible archer scouting. He has the dust of appearance already though. Could get rid of the archer if he wants to. This is gonna be an expansion. Ladies and gentlemen. Yumiko is gonna go for the expo on Turtle Rock. Wisps are coming right now for the detonate. Loses the first militia. Nicely stealing that one by the way. This is important. This... Oh, wait a minute. Did he get it? I'm not sure. I don't think he got it. I think actually the last hit went towards the creep, so he didn't get level 2. He's gonna kill the peasant here. He's gonna get level 2, but he's already very low on hit points. He has huntresses. He is gonna find some pickoffs here, but he's not gonna get the turtle, I don't think, unless Yumiko messes up greatly. But I don't expect him to. Warden extremely low. Archmage gets the last hit, gets the Scroll of the Beast, and almost a surround on the huntress here. Do we have a counter expansion? Not yet. There's a farm here, scouting for things. Archmage no level 3 just yet. But of course, this would easily provide level 3, but he doesn't want to leave his expansion right now. Everything's pretty damn hurt. And he knows about the huntresses, that's a lot of potential damage coming in. And this Warden, I have not felt her effectiveness just yet. Now coming with 2 huntresses. The one that is so hurt has to be sent back. But towers are coming up. A guard tower and an arcane tower. Yumiko is delaying his expansion by quite a bit, but it seems to be worth it because he's suffering barely any losses, if any, after the creep camp has been finished. Breaking this expo, I think, is not a possibility. I feel like he has to counter expand. There's a Tree of Life, very defensive, all the way in the back of the base. Against Reprisal, by the way, we saw LawLiet counter expanding and pretty much always 3,000 gold behind the human, and it still worked out well. Oh, Panda now though. And now there's no one at the expansion. Nobody's home! Yumiko is going into the Knight of Main. Oh, and if he gets this tree. But I don't think so. The Warden, the Huntress is distracting for now. Finding the surround again. Yumiko absolutely on point with these surrounds. Getting level 3 from this. Oh man, this was big. I think it's too late for the kill on the Tree of Life though. Oh, it might be close. Oh, it might be close. Mass Detonate might have to come in here. Wisps are coming. Water Elementals are falling. Are they falling quickly enough though? He's coming in for the repair, but it's not enough! He doesn't cancel it! There was no cancel! Oh my god! Perfect timing. Absolutely perfect timing. He doesn't even have to use his TP. He bought the Staff of Teleportation before he gets out scot-free. Pretty much. He lost a single footman, but that's more than worth it. Warden still only barely level 2. Holy Jesus. And now again he's forced into a one base play. Yumiko is playing so crisply. Everything is just working out perfectly. Of course, on Twisted Meadows there were a few problems. Like 4 problems mainly. 4 Ancient Protectors in the main. But still it looked very well thought out and it almost won him the game. Probably the big mistake was not having the TP to defend back at home. But yeah, apart from that, man, Yumiko is looking incredible. And LawLiet is struggling hard again. Like he did on Echo. The Warden, we haven't felt her presence just yet. Not like we used to. Yumi's coming into the main again. He might be able to get this Ancient of Lore in production. Probably not though. LawLiet is in position this time. But he's struggling against these footmen. He may have a few huntresses, but his heroes are weak. Warden only level 2. If she was level 3 with a level 2 fan of knives, this would be an entirely different story. I guess he doesn't lose much, only the archer here, but Yumi keeps him busy. Yumi's buying time, the Expo is throwing off more and more gold. Tier 2 on the way, halfway done, more than halfway done in fact. And he's even finding some pickoffs here. Maybe not though. Dryad just barely surviving. Before today, LawLiet was very confident. He told me that it was going to be an easy win, but there's nothing easy about this. Nothing easy about defeating a Yumiko that is playing like this.
A player's forces are under attack.
Level 1 Shadow Strike is nothing the Archmage really has to fear, especially with the Boots of Speed equipped on him. Do we have a new counter expansion attempt? No, we don't. Tier 2 only. Mass Dryads. This creep camp is gonna be big, maybe a huge item. He uses the breath to secure the last hit. He needs the experience desperately. Still no level 3 on either of the heroes. Does he keep both of his units alive? He does. Well done by LawLiet. Pays attention. Doesn't lose anything unnecessarily. But doesn't find many kills either. But the Water Elementals are now finally gonna provide some desperately needed experience. Level 3, finally. This is when the Warden starts to hit her stride. Level 4, level 5 and beyond, that's when she really becomes amazing. But now level 3, we are gonna be able to see what she can do. But is it too late? That's the question. Double Sanctum's coming up. Riflemen again, and again no workshop. Again no mortar teams. But this time we have double AoE against this. Level 3 now for the Panda. And I heard something going up. Is that an expansion? No, just a Moonwell. I feel this would be too late for an Expo now. Yumi still being very aggressive. Only has a couple footmen now. Oh, 6 actually. Still good. And when we saw LawLiet being so incredibly strong, he always was playing the solo Warden and managed to get to level 5 before the human went into upkeep. But this is absolutely impossible this time. This Warden still only level 3. He's prioritizing creeping the Panda now, losing Huntresses to creeps. That might be intentional though. Of course, Huntress is very bad in the late game, as we all know. Finding the claws +9. Meh. Doesn't really have right-click heroes, so might be selling that one. Says the ring instead. Gets a scroll of healing. He keeps on creeping. He is getting up in levels, but... Oh, there's the workshop, by the way. Late, but it does come. And Yumiko is already getting ready for the deadly push. 67 supply already to his name. And once it gets to 70, he might be pushing into LawLiet's main, but again, he doesn't really need to. There's no expansion here. There's no time that is running against Yumiko. Can feel confident here dragging this out into the late game, I feel. MK second now, finding a very nice item to start with. Pendant of Energy. Yumiko, LawLiet on the other hand, the Medallion of Courage is okay, but nothing more. And he skilled Blink. Tome of Retraining though. So it's most likely gonna be Blink Fan of Knives. How many heal scores do we have? 2 for Yumiko. Of course, heal scores are gonna be huge against this mass AoE strategy from the Night Elf. Oh, another Greater Mana. This is very nice for LawLiet. Greater Mana on both his heroes. It's gonna translate to a lot of damage. Level 4 now as well. Means the Blink is very cheap in cost. In mana cost. Master Training is ready, but the bears aren't morphed! LawLiet, what's going on, bro? The AoE combo is coming in, but the bears are only morphing now. He's already lost 2 to start off this fight. The Dryads are reaching around, dispelling the water elementals. He's going for the casters. Is he gonna use the mana potion already, or does he want to keep it? Panda has to be a little bit careful. He is hurt. Oh, this hurts bad though. Now he's using the mana potion. But now they're both gone. Oh no, wait, he still has it on the Panda. So he can fight this against Yumiko. He is finding kills, he is finding experience. Next Final Knives coming in. How many heal scrolls do we have left? None for Yumi. But it seems to be enough. The Panda though still has something up his sleeve. Here comes the next Breath of Fire. We have another Fan of Knives and a little bit, bam! There it goes. And now slowly but surely everything seems to be falling. MK though, level 3. The level 2 bolt hurting pretty bad. Panda has to TP out, but Panda also pretty close to level 5. Are the heroes gonna be able to carry this for LawLiet? As the dust settles, he's down at 38 supply. And the human, Yumiko, still 61. But if he gets double level 5, and maybe a level 6 after that, things might change around. Of course, the expansion is still the big X factor. But maybe if Yumi can somehow draw this out until the main gold mines run dry, and then it's going to be one base versus one base again. Maybe he can win this in the late game. He continues creeping. Of course, the heroes have to be the answer. Obviously, the double mana potion, very fortunate for him. Maybe the only reason why he was able to win that fight. Root Bracers, Zombie Mask, Robe of the Magi. There's a lot of good items here. Scourge Bone Chimes even. Flute, not so much. Yumi doesn't want to get into the one base versus one base scenario though. He's creeping the red camp. And I thought Militia were coming for an expansion, but actually no. Oh, finding the Warsong Battle Drums. Another really nice item for Yumiko. He has been blessed with good drops. He's pretty much only crept 3 cams. This one, and this one. Oh, and this one, of course, also. The Scroll of the Beast wasn't that good, but he also found the Greater Inwall, which is very good. He found the Scourge Bone, the Pendant, and the Warsong Battle Drums. But here we go, double level 5. The Ring plus 2, of course, not that great anymore. Sells it right away. I imagine he's gonna be going into some mana potions. Has a staff now. And the anti-magic shell, anti-magic potion. Does he have Adept on the priests? Yes, there is Adept, so can easily be dispelled. Scrolls of Healing have to be the answer. He has 2 on the MK, 1 on the Archmage. Lots of sustain, and here finally we have the expansion, the new one. Main gold mines, still a bit remaining, and Yumiko actually going to tier 3. Getting ready for the ultra late game. And Yumiko feels pressured enough to go into upkeep himself. 56 supply only though for him, and I imagine the upgrades are going to be looking very bad as well, yeah. He is scrapped for cash this game. He doesn't really have the luxury to go for mass upgrades. Yumiko, on the other hand, 2-0 on his Ranged units. Breakers still 0-0 though. Is there more coming? Yep, there is. As I said, getting ready for the late game. Getting upgrades, getting expansions. And Yumiko is still struggling on one base. With the 3 scrolls, Yumiko seems to feel fine enough to take a fight. But this army, honestly, is not that huge. We might be seeing 74 supply, but don't forget, lots of that is in peasants. At his first expansion, at his second expansion, and of course in his main.
A player's forces are under attack.
Dryads reaching around from the side, but it's not many, and the riflemen are easily going to be able to deal with them. Blink, fan on knives coming in. First heal scroll and the TP out immediately. Clap onto the bears. He's going to lose 1. Saves the mortar team nicely there with invisibility. And of course, trading is absolutely fine for Yumiko. He has 3 gold mines against 1. Trading is perfect for him. As long as it's somewhat even. And I really like these riflemen. When you send in the Dryads very aggressively, the mortar teams have a very tough time killing them. But the riflemen don't. The riflemen can easily shoot them down. A long time riflemen have been considered weak by many human players, but Yumiko showing us that he really likes them, and I have to say, they do seem to be strong here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, he's going into the expansion here. What? Oh man, this is really dangerous. Look at the bear positioning. They can only attack the MK and he still has the greater invul. This is the perfect position for Yumiko to fight. I wonder why LawLiet is going in here. Invul popped on the Warden. Still has 1 fan of knives up her sleeve. He's gonna lose a bear here, gets only a rifleman for it. He's gonna get mortar teams as well, though. Blinks out, nicely dodging the bolt. And up here there's an expansion, but Yumiko, man. He is not making any mistakes. Immediately scouted. Has to be cancelled. I guess that was the reason for the attack. Create some space for the expansion attempt, but easily thwarted. Yumiko knows what's up. And now we have our favorite units. Everybody. Siege engines are going to be coming in. There is a panda though. Level 5 against this, and that's the best answer in the game. Apart from raiders, I guess. 2 tanks. Greater invul though on the MK I mean has been used, but there's no shadow strike here. There's no mana burn. There's no naga slow. So the hero kill potential of the Knight of Army is very weak. Expansion attempt number 2 coming, but only 58 supply for LawLiet. 62 now, as he's getting more bears. But these tanks are gonna spread LawLiet thin, potentially. His main and his expansion are very close to each other though, so he might be able to defend. Dryads scouting the move out from Yumiko. Invisible water elemental scouting this as well.
Town is under siege.
This ain't your base, buddy. Oh, mortar team's actually gonna survive this. Seems like he didn't want to expend fan of knives for this. Panda eating the bolt. This is a very open area. This is a good position for LawLiet to fight, but Panda already taking so much damage. Found another greater mana. By the way, he needs to be staffed ASAP, but there's no staff on the Warden. Losing his Panda. Yumiko finding the weakness, easily taking out the second hero. Warden might still be dealing damage, but is it enough without a Panda? Bears, though, can't really be dealt with at the moment, as it seems. Mass roar, mass damage on these guys. Fan of knives, next one coming in, but this might be the last one. Invul, anti-magic, I mean, has to be used. Dispel, not coming in. Not quick enough with the priests. Almost level 6 for the Warden. Can this be the game changer? No more roar on the bears. Can of course be stolen. Paladin now arrives. Tier 3 is kicking in for Yumiko. He would love to get just one more kill. Just one more kill for level 6. And look at the wisps. Mass detonate against the water elemental. He is level 6. Avatar of Vengeance. No! He tried to cast it, but he couldn't. He couldn't because mana drain. Mana drain from the breakers, invisible. There's no reveal. Yes, there is. There's Flare. The Warden. She's not blinking out. What's she doing? Maybe cooldown. Oh my god, the blink on 5 HP. Saves the Warden, but it's not enough in the end. What a game. Almost managing to come back here. The Panda lost in the end. Way too easy. Way too easily lost. And again, Yumiko knows what to do. Again, canceling the expansion at the very last second. If that Expo had come up, this would have been an entirely different game.